Good morning, everybody, and this is how I look in the morning. Isn't it just like a whole bunch of sex? I'm done. So anyway, I just wanted to, well, two things I wanted to do with this video. One, the earthquake that, and the tsunami warning in Australia and other places. I hope everybody is safe. I hope, everybody's good, and God bless. Second thing I wanted to say, so this reminds me of, well, not reminds me, this got me a little bit triggered on this thought. And I'm like, I want to talk about that. You know how people, and I just realized I got a callus on my foot. Well, I got calluses all over my feet, but normally, moving along. Anyway, so I know how people always make this opinion when there's something bad, like a hurricane's coming, a tornado's coming, or something's coming, and they tell people to evacuate, and some people don't evacuate. Some do it because they're like, no, I'm going to stay in a place and all's good. All right, that's their choice. Some people don't have a choice, and you always see these people that they're like, well, why didn't they leave? And now they're making, the Coast Guard and everybody, save them and rescue them and stuff like that. People do that. Like they're so bothered that the Coast Guard had to go save somebody. Like, I'll never understand sometimes people in their mindsets. It just drives me up a nut tree. So anyway, some people don't have the means to leave. Some people don't own cars. Some people don't have money in their bank. They live paycheck to paycheck. Like, if I had to evacuate right now, yeah, I got a car and I got gas, and I do have, family that lives in other states, which is great, whatever. But depending on how far the state away, But people live paycheck to paycheck. They rob Peter to pay Paul. They do this. Some people just don't have the funds. It's not like you can call the Holiday Inn a state or two away and be like, we're under evacuation right now, and I just only have a little bit of gas money. I can get there, but can I stay there for free because we're evacuating? I mean, what do you want the people to do? I mean, if they don't have a car, they don't have a means, they don't have family that lives outside of the state, they have nowhere to go. What do you expect them to do? Get on their broomstick? I mean, I just don't get what people's mindset is. They don't. I always say, and I told my boss at work this once, I think outside of the box. You always have to think outside of the box. A lot of people just have tunnel vision, and they just see inside the box. You have to look outside of the box. Not everything is always what it seems. There's not always a simple answer for everything, and somebody's always, looking to criticize something or looking for that simple answer. Well, why didn't they do this? Well, this is why they couldn't do this, and this. So hopefully everything is okay in Australia and the other neighboring states and in Canada and everything. I hope all is well. And I do know I have a subscriber that always says hugs from Australia. So I hope you are okay and everything does go well for all of you. And that there's no devastation or I hope I don't turn on the news an hour from now and see all this chaos. But I just want to say, us as humans, I think, have done a lot of damage to our planet. Everybody's always, technology is a blessing and a curse. It just is. I mean, there's some things that we're blessed, like if we didn't have this technology, we wouldn't have this advances and this and that and that and this. And then there's the downside of technology, such as kids on the internet and all the wide open doors now that they have, and just other things that happen, and how it's made so many things easier for people to scam people, hurt people, cyberbullying. Now, I mean, you never, when I was a kid, you had to deal with bullying, not cyberbullying. So now you got kids that have to face both cyber and regular bullying. Regular bullying, I don't mean regular, but, personal face-to-face bullying, school bullying, and then they got to deal with the cyber shit. It's just the weight that our kids growing now have to face is quite heavy at times, and God bless them. So anyway, part 2 to this video is just really hilarious on my part. Do you ever sit there and YouTube is set up different on your cell phone and on your laptop. Like if you're subscribed, like you can have some recommended for use or whatever on the side on your laptop, or the way that it's set up is completely different. If you're doing it on your computer, laptop, phone, it's just the format of it is different. So I'm sitting there this morning and I get Holly all ready for school, brush your teeth, waiting for the bus. And I'm like, okay, I'm scrolling, you know, just doing little things on YouTube, watching a few videos. And then I hit a video made by Nicky Murphy. And it says, you know, it was reply, Nicky a scammer, or Nicky is a scammer. Reply to Nicky Murphy is a scammer. And I'm like, okay, so I watched the video. And I'm like, oh my God. I'll tell you what the video was. She made a video that people were calling her out saying that she was a scam artist because her husband did, probably still does, seasonal work. And they hit a rough patch, which people that work seasonal work do hit rough patches. Sometimes the winter lasts longer than it does. The weather doesn't let up, or, you know, it just happens, okay? And they sold their car off Craigslist, and they were scammed. The guy came and paid $900 in cash, and it was counterfeit money, which happens so much. I mean, it does. And people, you know, just don't know any better. There's a lot of, you know, people are naive to things, and a lot of times, like, I've had things happen to me, and I've had naive moments, and sometimes you learn from bad experiences, and that's what makes you more cautious or whatever. So then I guess a friend of hers or a family member started up a GoFundMe, and it did raise, you know, some money or whatever. So then naturally you got the jerks on social media, because she is in the beauty community and she does hauls and stuff. So, you know, someone's always going to be calling somebody out on that, or trying to find a little way to, you know, pick at it. So they're like, oh, she's a scammer, and all this stuff has happened on the gossip guru thing or whatever, and guru gossip, whatever you call it, I don't know. And I'm like, this is horrible. I mean, people were saying that she lied, there is no proof. So she makes a video showing the police report that she, you know, her husband had to go to the police, obviously, to report the $900. And then she felt bad because she bought a car from one of her neighbors, you know, and gave him the $500, and they went to a gas station. So they were really, you know, she's very upset by this or whatever. And it does happen. And, you know, people were just calling her scammers and stuff like that. And so I commented on, I'm like, you know, people just look for things to be calling you out on, or it's like people want something bad. It's like some people just search for negativity. They want to find something negative on you. I will give you something negative on me. My teeth are messed up. You know, I'll give you that. I'm also overweight, and I'm in my 40s and have some wrinkles, and I cannot wear a bikini because that is not sexy. People will be calling PETA. Okay? And I'm totally kidding. But on a very serious note, a lot of people are looking for negativity in people. It's like nobody wants to see the positive side, or they just want to see something. They want to take something, and then they're going to say, ooh, I'm going to twist that up and make me some videos and get me a whole bunch of views on it. It's just ridiculous. And then I realized the video was made in 2016. Really, YouTube? Why did you stick that in my feed? I don't understand it. You know, and sometimes I just don't. Now, that was a learning experience for me, you know. Now I'm going to look at the dates of the video before I comment on them, because this girl probably going to be cracking up laughing. She's going to probably be like, girl, that is from 2 years ago, because you can't delete the comment. You can't, because once you make a comment on somebody's stuff, it stays in their notifications. If you delete it, that's fine. The other people on the channel can't see it or whatever, but the person that you commented on the video is still going to be there. So I left the comment up there, and then I did a little edit, and I was like, even though it's 2 years later, I just seen it now. I was wondering what that noise was. My cat. My daughter has a test today. She's like, wake me up at 9 o'clock. I don't have to be to school till 10:30. Because it's testing. So anyway, I'm so mad at that, though. I'm like, man, I feel like a butt. You know, why did they put that in my feed? It's 2 years old. I mean, can you keep something fresh in my feed so I don't look like a knucklehead? I mean, can you just do that? So that was my daily bloop knucklehead moment, and I bet Nicky Murphy's going to get a good chuckle at me. She's going to be like, this girl is so behind the 8 ball. I am so sorry, but I'm just like, wow. So I'm kind of mad at YouTube for that, and a bunch of other stuff too, but that one just kind of affected me directly, so I'm going to yell at them personally about that. Damn it, stop it! So I just thought I'd give these guys my daily chuckle. And I did make the video yesterday, and I am feeling much better today. I know I said I've been tired the past couple days or whatever, and I really think it was because I worked 8 shifts last week. I mean, my body is like, you are 42 years old. Please stop doing this. You are just, no, it's not happening. You know, I think my body's just kind of saying to me, you know, girl, you ain't 20 years old anymore. And you know what some of the people do? And I got to laugh because we have the young girls at work or whatever. And they're like, oh my God, I'm not working a double shift or whatever. And here's us girls, us women in our 40s and 50s that can do it, like run circles around them. You know, we can run circles like, yeah, I can do 3 doubles, girl. I got this. And I'm looking like, these girls in their like 20s and stuff. They're like, no, I can't do it. It's really funny to me. And I know some of my coworkers are going to see this video and they're going to be like, girl, I'm going to be getting some hate, you know, looks when I go into work. But there's only a select few that have my YouTube channel, and I love you. One of them is my daughter, so she knows I love her. And my Katie Bear, that's my best friend, and I love her. And my Carolyn, I love her too. But anyway, those are the 3 people that got my, you know, YouTube channel. And they do work doubles, except for my daughter. She's one of those girls that'd be like, no, I can't do it. It's just physically impossible. She has learned nothing from her mama. Totally kidding. But it is a choice. So those are the things that I wanted to bring up in today's video is God bless. Hopefully everybody is safe with the earthquake and, you know, the tsunami warning. Everybody stay safe. And YouTube made me look like a booty. Thank you, YouTube. I can make myself look like a butt all of my own, but, you know, thank you for your assistance in that. I appreciate it because, you know, sometimes I need assistance looking like a butt. I just don't do it that well on my own sometimes, and you made it easier for me today. Anyway, I really hope you all are having a lovely day. I just wanted to make a funny video today, and that was my funny thing. So hugs and kisses to you all. I'm going to wake my daughter up early so she can get mad at me. That's the joy of being a parent. Sometimes you can embarrass them or aggravate them just for giggles. I'm kidding. Mwah.